Yes, welcome back to Atleti Fanatics, and we are back with a win and a clean sheet. I think it was like a kind of, you can say, like a walk in the park, but like if I'm not being too offensive to Real Oviedo, but it was a great first half. I would say very good play, especially on the left hand side. Some moves were really really good, and the second half for me that was such a waste. Like literally the opposite of first half with the substitutions and everything. I just couldn't understand the substitutions, to be honest. It's like, why do you want to start on the back foot? With I literally saw Atleti playing like a six-man defensive wall at the start of the second half,
Mm-hmm.
and with a weird ass formation 6-2-2, 6-4, whatever you wanna call it. So I didn't understand the substitutions at all. And then I think Simeone had like at least three substitutions wrong in this match, according to me. I don't know about you guys, but anyway, overall picture, Pubil got 90 minutes, good, and I'm happy for him. Like he can get some experience. He is like he had a good game, I would say, but there were some moments like where he kind of like showed his inexperience. But again, like he's just like starting. He just got his first start as well for Atleti, so I mean I'm happy for him. And the next one I would say is Sorloth scoring two goals. I mean, we kind of predicted this. Like he will turn up against Real Oviedo for sure. He was very like angry at the situation as well. Did you guys see that reaction of Sorloth
He wanted
when he
his
came
Patrick.
off? But anyway, Sorloth got his two goals. I think it could have been more than two goals though, for sure, in this match. The match should have been easily three or four goals. But anyway, it was 2-0. And then Raspadori got some minutes as well, which I think again because the way we were set up in the second half, it was a waste only. Whoever would have come on, it was a waste only. But it's good. Raspadori got some minutes, and that's it. I can't really say. I just hope Walispan is not injured though. That's my only concern right now. And your thoughts, Fran? Your initial thoughts on the win?
Yes, first half was very good. We played very well, especially that left-hand side. You had those rotations between Baena, Nico, and Hancko. Baena attacking the channels was very good today. Yeah, he usually attacked the channels, and Hancko sort of took his spot in midfield, and that worked very well. While Sorloth played, he also was quite good.
In link up play, and yeah,
Yes,
coming
that
back and holding a play. Yeah.
yeah, he wasn't bad at that. But yeah, Pubil also quite good. Yes, at first he was some loose touches, but he gained confidence as the game went on, and he showed very good stuff with carries and passes into the block. Was very good. And yeah, overall very good. I like Baena a lot. Pubil, let's hope Baena is not injured. So yeah, good game. It was an easy game. I didn't expect us to suffer as we did in the second half, at least in the start. You said that in the start of the second half, Simeone sort of switched to a six-man defense because Giuliano entered and Griezmann started dropping into midfield. So it was sort of a 6-3-1 at times. And yeah, we got pushed quite back, and Oviedo had more freedom, but they didn't do much either. The only problems we had was when Cazorla grabbed the ball and created a couple of chances. But yeah, overall, not bad.
Oh, I guess it's my turn.
Yeah, we're waiting for you.
Oh yeah. It was a good game. It was a little like I can't say too much differently to both of y'all. Uninspiring in the second half, but I think I want to say I'm confused with these subs because I think Simeonic very clearly saw where we were kind of struggling in both of those halves. So I was like, oh okay, well we're probably gonna get Johnny in the second half. We might see Almada. We're probably gonna see Giuliano, and I'm probably gonna see maybe we'll see Ruggeri, if not or whatever. Molina played a full 90, which Not sure if that was the right decision because I'm assuming Simeone is probably going to start him against Barca, which I don't hope he does, but he probably will. So I'm not. I'm a little confused why he put full 90, and then Nico. Nico played like 4 positions today, and not one of them did I particularly like him in. But
True, true. He played as a left wing back, and then he was playing in midfield. Then I don't know, maybe he was playing as a striker.
something.
Like second half was so rubbish. Like I mean, like we talk about the second half, in detail when we talk
Yeah.
about the game. But yeah,
I just thought that we've had a few like set formations. So we've done 4-4-2, we've done 4-5-1, we've done 3-5-2, 3-4-3. Like there's a kind of a template going on in Simeone's head as to what sort of formations we do. Obviously, it's not like you don't need to strictly stay to a formation as we saw in the Inter Milan game. But I was just assuming, okay, well, we can do a lot more if we put on XYZ players, especially players who again need minutes, like Johnny and Almada, who I was shocked to see neither of them come on today. I think I was happy to see Raspadori, but I was like, okay, well, did we need to see what do you call it? Do we need to see Jimenez come on like for 5 minutes to do nothing? Like I that was kind of unnecessary. So I think the subs are the only things that really kind of shocked me. I knew we were gonna get a rotated team. We could talk about the specifics in terms of what we saw in the first half, like Alaka's performance, and these other things. But yeah, not too much to say.
okay, your guys. I'll ask this question. What was your initial thought on the starting lineup?
It was good. I mean, it's pretty much what I expected. No Julian, no Barrios. I thought maybe Baena was going to rest, but he didn't. But overall, it was what I expected. I mean, we knew that Nico was probably going to play. Molina was obviously going to play. Lenglet was, we said it, he was going to play. So yeah, it was expected. I mean, Sorloth getting his usual start. Griezmann didn't play against Inter, so it was expected. I mean, yes, the subs weren't the best. We could have given minutes to other players, but overall, I am not too annoyed because it was an easy game. But it was the perfect game to give Johnny Almada some games. Almada did not play again. I don't know if Simeone hates that guy or whatever, but he should be getting some minutes. I mean, he literally saved the team against Osasuna and then stopped playing.
I don't know. And Sevilla as well, where we played a very good game,
Mm-hmm.
I think, too. So I was a little shocked that neither he hasn't gotten minutes, and then how good Johnny was against Inter. Clearly, he was rusty. So I was like, okay, well, he can get some minutes under his belt in this game.
Exactly. It's perfect. If you have a Barcelona game coming up, it's good that Johnny keeps gaining match minutes after his injury against a team like Oviedo. It makes sense.
Mhm.
But, well, didn't happen.
True. I mean, like I wanted Julian to start because again, I want Julian at his best against Barcelona, so I wanted him to start, just to get some goals, like Sorloth did. So it would have been perfect, like if Julian and Sorloth started up front. And yes, in case we caught you, bro. But anyway, uh, and then I don't understand like Simeone's obsession with Nico Gonzalez. Like
Now
I
we
think
said
he's
it.
he's
He
overplaying him. He's overplaying him, in my opinion. Like too
yeah,
much.
yeah, but we said it. It was obvious that he was going to love him because Nico works hard and Simeone loves those type of players. He can cover a lot of positions. That not necessarily cover those positions at his best, but he does cover them. But yeah, no, it's a player that works hard, and even when he has an illness, he will give it his all. Because we saw after the Inter game, I don't know, he was really sick. Simeone loves those players.
Those symptoms usually arise when you drink too much. I'm just saying again, but yeah.
I don't know if I am remembering correctly, but I think Nico has a history of parties and women.
That he does. That I saw he had a huge
Uh,
thing with his
uh,
ex and whatever,
uh,
but
I don't blame him actually. I don't blame him. But anyway, so again, it was Nico Gonzalez, it was Baena, and then Conor Gallagher, Koke, and then the defense was Molina, Pubi, Longley, and Hansco, which we kind of predicted. In goal, it was Oblak, and then up front, Sorloth and Griezmann. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Like Pubi got his start, and then Julian got the rest. I was like, okay, fine. Even second half will come on for sure. And then, but interestingly for me, it was very interesting to see Baina playing in midfield and Conor Gallagher going to the right hand side. Because Baina was playing in midfield. Baina was, like Baina, Hansco, and Nico Gonzalez. So they were trying to create like that 3v1, 3v2 situation on the left hand side. And that's why like all those chances came from the left hand side. Meanwhile, on the right hand side, Koke was mainly either defending or trying to cover up positions. Conor Gallagher and Molina, they weren't really that good on the right hand side, so the right hand side wasn't really working at all in the first half. So again, in that matter, I think like Simeone got his lineup kind of wrong, because I think either of Raspadori or Thiago Almada playing on the right hand side would have been much preferred place, but it's okay. But anyway, the first half, I think we had a good start for the first half, and Sorloth again, the way he pushed. I think it was, who was it? Nacho Vidal. Who was it?
No, I think it
Yeah.
was Costas. It was not Vidal. I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, again, for me, I was like, I don't understand with Sorloth. Like, why always he goes for power? Always,
But
he's always going for power.
that was surprising because I don't usually see. We don't usually see Sorloth beating his man physically. I mean, he is a huge dude, but he doesn't impose himself as much as you would expect. But he was better than usual. But you were saying that we had Baena and Gallagher. Most times, Baena was attacking the channel, he was pushing really high and wasn't doing the coming deeper as he usually does. And we had Gallagher deeper more often than Baena, in my opinion, from what I saw. So we weren't really dominating the ball as much. We were more starting fast attacks when Baena attacked the channels. So that is something I didn't like about today's game, because we didn't dominate the ball as much. It was okay. We created our chances, but we could have been better in that sense. But it worked, because the first goal was pretty much that. The second goal, we see Hancko receiving close to midfield and playing Sorloth. So yeah.
First goal was very good actually. Like, since you mentioned, like I think it was from Longley. Longley played it to Nico Gonzalez. Nico Gonzalez played it to Baena. Baena played it to David Hancko. David Hancko with a perfect pass to Sorloth. A perfect team goal, I would say. And this is the kind of assist we usually see Hancko making it for the Slovakia team. Like literally the kind of assist. Like I've seen him doing this many times for Slovakia.
Well, today it was interesting because we played the three at the back with Hancko on the left, Lengle in the middle, and Puil on the right. And usually Hancko pushed to midfield or was pushing wide, but he was always moving away from the center backs, and you saw more often Lengle and Puil as the CV partnership when we had the ball. So it seems Simeone prefers Hancko pushing forward than Puil, which Puil would make the most sense in paper because he is more of a right back, but it worked pretty well because Hancko is very good on the ball.
I agree.
True. I mean, Hancko like was the same version with Feyenoord as well. He used to push forward. Like I've seen him scoring goals from that angle as well.
Well, you said about the Slovakia national team. He usually plays as a left back in Slovakia, no? I don't know.
But like I said, like the assist he gave, like it's usually see those kind of assists with Slovakia.
Yeah, he usually like receives the ball and positions his body to open the pass to space, and he does those passes very well. He does those passes. I
True,
think it
and
was
like
against Elche. He had an assist like that as well. It
yes,
was
but
against Elche.
that was Longley, by the way. Like they
Ah,
telling about the first chance
see?
of that was Longley. Now you don't believe it. Okay. But yeah, that was Longley. But anyway, I mean, like in the second half as well, David Hancko was trying to like do the same assist which he did in the first half. But anyway, the second goal again, David Hancko trying to cross the ball to Sorloth, and I think it was the very poor clearance from the defender, falls to Sorloth, and then I think I would say good finish from him. And suddenly it felt like this is going to be like a high scoring game. But then again, it wasn't really. I think after the 30th minute, Atleti kind of switched off. We went into defensive mode, and then we were defending, and we had some few counter attacks with Molina crossing. Griezmann was very close, and that's it. I can't really remember anything other than that. You sent Keeks, your thoughts on the first half?
I think I feel the same way. I feel like defensively we were for the most part pretty solid. I think I didn't like how. I have a question before I even say something. Is I'm not Nico was supposed to be he's supposed to be outright, right? Like why was he inverting so much?
In the first half or the second half?
Nah, in the first half, not in the second half. In the first half, he's supposed if I'm getting it right, he's supposed to be the left wing back, and then Millionaire is supposed to be the right wing back, right?
Yeah.
Every time Griezmann was looking to pass the ball or Bayern's looking to get the ball in the midfield, you'd see Nico like right next to like right behind his back. And I was like, Nico, you should be a little further out. Like you cluster in the space. I don't know. I
I don't
maybe
know.
I'm wrong, or maybe that was intentional. I
Maybe
don't
the
know.
game plan. Maybe the game plan was to get some space to David Hansko so that he can get forward.
Maybe. That's why I asked a question. I wasn't sure because it felt like the fact that he was doing it early into the game for like a large period of time and only switched to like near the end of it, I was like, maybe that's intentional or maybe he just decided to do it. I can't tell.
No, I think maybe it was something that Simeone wanted to do because yes, you always see Hancko receiving in those spaces on the wing or close to midfield, but pushing a little bit wide because I think he really wants Hancko to constantly bomb those passes behind the back line. I think Simeone loves those passes. So maybe it was intentional.
I'm not sure. If it was intentional, then I confused with why Simeone decided to do that because a lot of times Bayern is receiving the ball and then there's no outlet because Nico's right behind him. So and Hancko isn't going to make the run early. He's going to make the run like the best part about Hancko the whole game was the late runs into the box to facilitate the third man runs. Like that was his whole thing, and he did that great. But you want Nico in a position where him and Bayana can immediately bounce off each other, and then if something happens, you have Hancko coming in just in around the corner. So, but besides that, in terms of the first half, it was that, and I feel like the midfield was fine. For what my expectations were in the midfield, I think it was fine. Koke Gallagher, Bayana was all right.
Koke was very good.
Koke was good. I didn't really remember too much of Gallagher until maybe the second half. Gallagher he did what he needed to do, but he didn't do too much offensively in the first half. I can't say I remember him doing too much in the first half offensively.
But I think about that right hand side that we saw against Inter as well is that we have Gallagher and Molina on that right hand side. So it's not a very technical right hand side. Those are not players that are going to hold the ball a lot. So he sort of unbalanced in the X side because you have those players who are not technically superior. So they can't hold the ball very well, but you'll see them more active in the second half because Giuliano is a machine of creating chances for himself or for the rest. So they will stand out a bit more like what we saw against Inter. But I usually don't like them playing together, Gallagher and Molina.
And I can kind of see why. I thought Griezmann would have dropped to compensate, but it didn't really happen like that.
Yeah.
But whatever. Griezmann was okay. It's like there's not too much that I disliked about our first half until maybe the latter end of it, where it felt like Nico wasn't really stopping any crosses coming in, and then Molina, exact same thing on the other side. It just felt like a. I was actually shocked at how the Molina performance. To be honest, I thought he was fairly decent in the Inter game, and then this game it was just like it wasn't really all that good at all. It was like right
Yeah,
back
I
to
think
the.
the second half, the starting and Juliano came on for Baena. That
Mhm.
Baena is the man that you give the ball to and he makes things happen. He grabs the ball and pushes the team forward. He creates those chances. So when he went out, we had pretty much no creation, no player that could grab the ball and make the team play. So the team sort of became defend and transition. And then when Barrios came on, it things started making a bit more sense because he was the guy that created something for us with Julian. So I mean, sort of the second half started and Atleti pretty much stopped creating chances and went more into conservative mode.
I agree. I think it's just like the only thing I can like definitively say like we think is like watching that first half, you could clearly see the difference between an Atletico at the top level and an Atletico that's rotated in comparison to last season, where I think a lot of the rotated squad would have performed at a fairly like a lot closer level to the first team. Where this season is like Gallagher was good, he's not Barrios. We call it. I would have preferred to see like Baena, Gallagher. We call it. Molina was not Llorente. You know, it's like Nico is not. You know what
The,
I
the,
mean?
the trend that we see this season is that we have a really strong starting 11 that can fight for everything, and the backups
Not so much.
not so much. And another interesting
Gallagher
thing,
is, yeah, Gallagher is more like, like he's good when he has to chase the ball, but like when he has the ball, he's not that good.
Yeah.
I,
I mean, he
I,
has his moments.
I like him around the box in general because sometimes he gets space around the box and he can shoot. He does that well.
Like he did in
Uh,
the second half.
yeah. But another interesting thing is that Griezmann this season, usually Griezmann was the man that pulled the strings in the team, but this
Mhm.
season he is more of a backup player. Like he is more of the Correa than usual. Like you pair him with Sorloth, and Sorloth is also the backup player. He's also the man that works best if he has Julian next to him.
Mhm.
Now Griezmann is sort of becoming that. So whenever he's not playing with Julian Alvarez, I don't see him doing much.
I yeah. Well, let's just talk to the second half. There's not much. There's not much more we can break down from the first half
True.
because the I think the surprise change was the Bayern one because I think Bayern was
But
having a really good first half.
no way. In the first
Bino
half,
for me, the yeah, the
I
best
really
player in the
liked.
first half for me.
But
Hmm?
in the first half, I really liked our team off the ball. I think it was quite good actually.
Compared
Like
to the second half.
our
True.
in the press we were quite good, but when we were defending deeper, pretty much Oviedo couldn't play through central zones. It was all
Mm.
wide or Cazorla very deep and sending the ball into the box.
True, true. But again, I mean, Bino for me was the best player in the first half, and like
Yeah.
and like when I saw Giuliano coming on, like I was like, ah, okay, like maybe like since we're talking about second half now, so I thought like good because our right hand side was literally not working that properly. I was like, good, Giuliano is coming on, our right hand side will improve. Molina and Giuliano playing on that right hand side, and when I saw the substitution, I was like, by now, I was like, what the fuck, like
Yeah.
that substitution doesn't make any sense. Like you're literally removing your number 10 or a midfielder, creative playmaker, and changing him with the right wing back, right midfielder, which doesn't make any sense. Like, fine, like if you want Griezmann to drop back, but then you're leaving your striker up front alone. And with Simeone setup, you can't just play with one striker up front. And for the entirety of like the second half, we
Maybe,
had like only one striker up front, and
maybe
I
you
could understand like if it was Giuliano playing as a striker, or Gallagher playing as a striker, or Nico Gonzalez playing as a striker.
No, but
But
maybe
yeah,
maybe Simeone can play with one striker, but not when it's Sorloth and not when we are playing deeper because Sorloth has to travel 50 meters and that's not good.
no, even with Julian Alvarez, I think like we were playing with just one striker with Julian Alvarez as well, and that wasn't working really
Yeah,
well as well for us.
when Raspadori came on, he was playing more on the left than close to a striker.
So yeah, it wasn't working, and that was like such a bizarre formation I had seen at home, especially when you're leading like 2-0. Like I just
Real went
mentioned
off
it.
the
Like
shape and then confusing in shape.
it's like it's 6-2-2, it's 6-4, it's 5-4-1. I'm not able to understand like what's going on over here.
Yes,
And just because of that, like Real Oviedo, again, I think they made the most of it. They pressed us hard, they created chances, and the first 15 minutes, I think it was all Real Oviedo. We were not able to get out of our own half only. The first 15 minutes, that was such a waste of first 15 minutes. And then, because again, like we were literally playing with six at the back, but then again, the changes came in with again Sorloth going off, Julian Alvarez coming in, and then Koke going off. But then for Raspadori, not Johnny Cardoso. Again, a very, very, very bizarre situation. I didn't understand. Like you switching your defensive midfielder or center midfielder for a guy who plays on either as a second striker or a left midfielder. And then you have David Hancko, Raspadori, Nico Gonzalez on the left hand side. Then you have Gallagher in the middle, and I'm not able to understand any of this actually. And then you have Giuliano and Molina on the right hand side, and then you have Julian Alvarez up front. Like, what's going on over here, guys? When Nico Gonzalez is playing as a midfielder, if he's playing as a midfielder, like, why don't you bring on Johnny Cardoso? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you trying these stupid experiments when you do have players for it?
we've had a lot of times this season where we were playing well and Simeone sort of kills momentum with his substitutions. And well, this time actually we won. We won because we were playing a pretty bad side, but we had times where it didn't really pay off, like against Espanyol, but more at the start of the season.
True.
It's a little. I'm not gonna talk about subs again because I feel like I've said that like a million times already so far, and
No, but it's generally like my question. Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, you're making substitutions like out of places. For example, you remove Baina, but then your ideal substitution for Baina would be Barrios. But
or
then
Almada.
Or Almada.
or Almada, exactly. But then you're thinking like, okay, like I have to like put like I have to make the right hand side work. Then your ideal substitution would be Gallagher because he was playing on the right hand side.
Molina
Then it's
has to
not.
play a full 90, Alex. You don't understand.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying remove Gallagher. I'm saying remove Gallagher. Put Giuliano over there. Again, the same thing. Gallagher was playing on the right hand side only. So
Gallagher
Giuliano.
also has to play full 90 in this game. I don't know.
So like Baina is still there, right? Like Baina Koke is still there. You have Giuliano instead of Gallagher. Giuliano and Nahal Molina. But then again, like Julian Sorloth, understandable. That's the I think only substitution he got it right. And then the Koke for Raspadori again, like why you need like like if you're looking for someone in midfield, go for Johnny Cardoso. Raspadori for what reason?
Yeah,
If you
it's whenever Koke or Johnny, well, Johnny hasn't been available pretty much. So whenever Koke isn't playing and we play with Barrios and Gallagher in midfield, I don't like how the team works because Barrios, I always like Barrios when he's playing as the eight and he's pushing a bit more, when he's more free to switch positionally on in possession. But when Koke is not there, he has to play as the six and Gallagher sort of second receiver, and it just doesn't work. Our team is very different, and Koke this season has been pretty good. Surprising because last seasons he sort of looked like he was dropping his level and we were ready to move on, but no, he really came back to a good level. He stepped up when Shoni wasn't there, but whenever he isn't there, everything looks just a mess. Like it's Koke comes, organizes everything, and we look pretty solid. But whenever he isn't there, it's sort of a mess.
I feel like this is exactly why I thought it would have made sense to have Johnny, because it's like having a player who starts to like Koke won't be there will be a obligatory like 1 month injury for Koke this season at some point.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's happened every season. So you know it's gonna happen. You have to plan in advance. Having Johnny as the DM and it's like the barriers to Paul last season was really, really good. But the reason why Koke getting injured was bad was because now you have nobody else in the midfield that can really work. If Barrios drops level, you can't put in Koke because he's not there. If the Paul drops level, you can't put in Koke because he's not there. Gallagher is not good enough to really challenge for those two positions in actually big games. Like he can cover, but that's not his thing. So it's the same thing here. It's like, okay, well, we have Johnny. We put down 24 million, 22 million, somewhere around there for a really good young DM. I know he's been out for a while, but play him. I don't know.
Exactly. I mean, it doesn't. The substitutions today didn't make any sense, and I think like that like really frustrates me for today. The second half, you literally wasted.
Yeah, where
You
was
just-
Carlos Martin? You know what I mean?
I mean, at this point, like you should have like it, like given Carlos Martin only. I wouldn't mind, but like the substitutions you made, like if like fine, like you brought on Paulo Barrios, yes, because Griezmann was in the middle, fine. Barrios for Griezmann, cool, and then Raspadori coming for Koke. Only if Raspadori is going up front with Julian Alvarez, but no, where is he going? He's going on the left hand side. Like what for? And then Nico Gonzalez playing in midfield again. What for? You guys, you have a guy from Real Betis. You just bought as a central defensive midfielder, and
It's
again who
very-
has very good potential as well. But you play Nico Gonzalez in there, and then still have one substitution remaining. By the way, you still have one substitution remaining. By the way, let me do something more stupid. Let me change it for a defender. Good job.
I'm still a little confused at that one because it switches. Simeone is not normally one who would switch the defense when you don't need to. Like I think the last time he's put a defender on in a game where we were like a little shaky was like the last memorable one is when Costas came on in the Champions League against Lazio. Like that's the one that it's stuck in my head in that time. But it happens every now and then, but not often. This is against Oviedo. They haven't really challenged us. And the real problems are the flanks. Okay, cool. Take off Nico or take off Molina. I say this, I said it originally as a joke before, but it's like unironically, Carlos Martin was really good in the inter-friendly, specifically as a right wing back / like right mid, which is exactly where he wants somebody like to give Molina some rest, because it's like as much as Molina he's trying to play Molina into form, you can't play him full 90s back to back and then expect him to play at a fairly decent level after like in the third game. So you do need to still give him rest. I thought that was what's going to happen. Giuliano is still not 100% since his injury, which is understandable. I still think he did a lot. I was kind of sad he didn't score that goal. But not too much to talk about. I think our right-hand side got a lot better in the second half. Molina was able to run a lot more freer because of Giuliano. Bill was really good in terms of the defending. That's all I got. That's all I.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if it was any other team than Real Oviedo, the substitution Simeone made, I think it would have backstabbed you easily. The game could have been gone.
It's funny that we won 2-0, but the podcast so far has been super negative.
Yeah. It's like it's a comfortable win, and yet it feels like it should have been a lot better.
I didn't feel danger at all in any moment. I think it was a very comfortable win, but the second half leaves you a bittersweet taste.
Well, Flamengo scored, by the way.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, vamos Felipe Luis.
Yeah, Felipe
But
Luis.
That and then
uh,
one more goal, one more win
If,
in
yeah,
Syria, and then he wins the league.
it's very historic this because Felipe Luis winning a double. Usually teams in Brazil don't win doubles. I mean, it happened last season with Botafogo, but, and he hasn't been a manager for 2 years. Not 2 years, 1 year and a half, and he's already won more trophies than defeats.
Well, I'm saying, Simeone, if you keep on making these subs, we have somebody for you.
Well, like the main criticism of Felipe Luis so far is that his substitutions aren't the
you
best.
talking about him?
I don't disagree. Actually, I don't disagree.
So
I've been.
he learned from Simone.
Yeah. Oh,
True,
we
but
should start. It's time for the ratings, Alex.
ratings. Yes, I was just about to say that. Yes, Jan Oblak had nothing to do. Nothing.
Yeah, right.
I think like he did good with crosses today. He came out. He came out for crosses, which we were like, like that's the only critic I have about him. Like he doesn't come out for crosses, but like he was coming out for crosses today. So that was good for me. Jan Oblak, I would say 6.5, a good 6.5. Fran,
Yeah, 6.5.
St. Keeks.
Yeah, I mean, we went for it. I can't say which one. It's just- I think we're talking about
Okay.
the back line itself now, which is Molina, Mobile.
Nahuel Molina, yes, Nahuel Molina. Let's start with Fran. I'll finish
Uh,
it.
let's say 5. 5.
5. Wow. Okay.
That's fair.
I didn't think he was that as good as his last game, but he wasn't really bad. He didn't make a huge mistake that cost us something. So
It could have. Do you remember the last part in the extra time?
Yes,
He
yes.
actually
Yeah. St. Keeks.
I'm not really gonna disagree with that. I was actually gonna give him a 5 too. I didn't like his performance, to be honest with you. He had a
Well,
better second half. He wasn't particularly good.
Well, I would have given him a 6, and I think like he probably could have got an assist for the Griezmann goal or for the pass he made it to Julian Alvarez, which Giuliano Simeone gathered it, and like where Julian Alvarez was like leave
well,
it
but
for me.
the Griezmann assist was his fault. He overhit the pass.
Yes.
Well, we can debate about the Chilean one.
I think Giuliano should have left it, but whatever.
But yeah, anyway, so I think just and for the mistake he did in the last minute, I'll give him 5.5. I'm gonna take 0.5 back. But yeah, I'll give him 5.5. Okay, Marco Bill.
Great game. As a very unbiased fan,
You first.
What 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10? 7.5. 7.5.
I was going to say 7.5 as well. Yes.
But I'll give him 7. I'll give him 7. Let's just not like like get on the hype train that
Nope.
much. I'll give him 7.
I'm already here.
Okay, Longley.
I didn't think he did anything really wrong today. Actually, I think he had a good game.
Yeah,
He got nutmegged. He got nutmegged by Salomon Rondon.
Yeah, but that happens.
Even Gallagher got nutmegged by Rondon.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, if the rating system has a negative for Solomon Rondon, and I have to pull down Gallagher too, but I'd say like a 6.5. He didn't really do anything wrong, which is kind of my
6.5.
main concern. Yeah, like
I
if
agree.
it got wrong, he could go really wrong a long way. So
I agree with you guys. 6.5 with again a very good pass as well, which Fran thought he was Hancko, but it was Longley. Again,
in
keep
the
in
first
mind.
half.
No, wait. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. When I was talking about, I saw that pass. Okay, yes, that was Lenglet. What I was talking was the assist that Hancko made to Sorloth against Elche.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was what I said. I was saying good passes over the top from Lenglet. I remember that was to Sorloth.
Okay, good one. Okay, David Hancko. For me, he was the best out of 4 in the defense.
Easily, but I think it's like an 8. I think he had
8.
a really, really good game.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. 8. I agree. 8. Okay, right hand side, Conor Gallagher.
I feel like it's a 6, maybe a 6.5. Like he was good, but nothing crazy to be honest with you.
The thing is, nobody did anything super wrong, so you can give really bad ratings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Gallagher 6.5 is okay.
somewhere around there.
Okay, I agree. Cookie.
6. Koke 7.5. 7. I think 7.
Sense. It makes sense. I
7.
think
I agree. I agree. I agree. Bina.
He
I think it,
he played only one half, but what he played an 8.5.
True.
great
8.
game.
8 for me. 8 for me as well.
And then what was the other? Oh, Nico Gonzalez.
Nico Gonzalez.
I feel like it's like a 5.5 for me. Like nothing crazy, but not really particularly good at whatever you did.
I mean, come on. He started the game very well.
I was going to say 6. 6.5.
6.5. 6.5. Come on, that's
I'm
fair.
not. I'm not
6.5 is
pushing.
fair.
I'm not pushing it up. I'm not. I'm just not.
All right. Sorloth.
Well, you have to give him an 8.5 for the 2 goals, no?
He had a
8.5. 9. He
8.
deserves a 9.
no
No.
8.5.
9.
8.5.
9.
He had a good game though. Like not just like
Yeah.
all 40 goals. Like he was just in general. He had a good game.
Yeah, we said it. When he was dropping deep at times, and it was good.
Hmm. You can clearly see you can improve on him though.
Yeah.
Interesting. So 8.5. We're agreeing on 8.5. Okay, cool. Griezmann. I didn't see
6.5.
him much. I didn't
I
see
didn't
him
really
much
see him
today.
too much to be honest. I guess 6.
6.
Yeah.
6.5. I'll give him a 6.5.
And then
Okay,
the subs.
the Serbs. Let's start with Giuliano.
6.5 as well. I don't know. Did he do something?
He did help
highlightable?
out with the
He
attack a lot, but
he missed a 1v1. That should have been a goal, by the way.
it was a good save though.
I usually put more those. Okay, he missed a 1v1, which is not good. But the fact that he gets the chances of the 1v1, for me, talks more good about him than bad. So I give it as a positive that he got that chance,
Mm-hmm.
more than
He's
a
making
very
moves.
negative. But yeah,
I
no,
think
6.5.
6.5 is fair. Yeah, 6.5 is fair. Okay, all right. Barrios. I think easy 7. He
Yeah.
was very good. He was very
7,
good.
7, 7. I liked him a lot.
Yes. And then we have Raspadori. I didn't see him.
Unrated. I can't remember. I don't think he had
I
enough
didn't see
minutes.
him. Yeah, I think for me
Same as
5.
Jimenez. Same as Jimenez.
You
5.
can't
Yeah,
rate those two.
Jimenez. Exactly,
We
Jimenez.
we
5.
miss Julian.
Julian, again, I think a good ball to Gallagher, by the way, could have been a very good goal. That
Yeah,
ball to Gallagher was very good. But
And I think he
I
was a
think
bit shaky at times.
I think so too.
again 6 or 5.5 for me.
For me, 6.
Like he had good moments, but he just lacked a little bit of the composure that I was expecting to see from off the bench.
Yeah.
Okay, and how much would you rate Simeone in this match? Yeah,
I don't know.
El
Not good, I
Cholo.
guess.
I'll give him. I'll give Cholo a very good start for the first half. And then for the second half he messed it up. I'll give him a 6.5.
I was going to say closer to 5.5.
Interesting. I mean, he's looking at you.
Okay, 6. 6.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think I can judge a coach too harshly. I guess I don't want to put a rating on a coach in a foul match. I don't know. I'll just move on. But that's
All
for the
right.
most part. Yeah.
Let's move on. Hopefully, he gets everything right for the Barca game, and hopefully, Julian can turn up for the Barca game as well. We'll try to do the preview very soon for the Barca game. And until then, guys, do let us know your opinion on the match. How do you rate the match? What do you think about the lineup? What do you think about the overall result? And as forward, what it means? And hopefully Baina is, he's fine. There's nothing bad news come out from the club. But we'll see each other soon for the preview of the Barca game, which we'll do. I think today is Saturday, which Monday is the right time to do it. And
so.
and yeah, until then, Opa Atleti, and hopefully Felipe Luis can win his other trophy as well.
10 more minutes.
10 more minutes. Yes. All right, guys. We'll see you. We'll see you guys soon. Bye bye. Ciao ciao.